The Chinese government is interested in Afghanistan for oil exploration and copper mining. Furthermore, the Chinese government could benefit from Afghanistan's geostrategic position as part of its Roads and Belt Initiative. Also, getting involved in the security of Afghanistan is one of the objectives of the CPP. However, before doing so, the Chinese government wants to see the US and its allies leave Afghanistan. This way, China could enter the picture as the savior of Afghanistan and win the hearts and minds of the Afghan people. Afghanistan shares a border with Pakistan to the east and south, Iran to the west, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan and Tajikistan to the north, and China to the northeast. This makes Afghanistan an important landlocked area where China can plan for expanding its Silk Road project. The Chinese government-backed firms can build highways, railways and airports in the country, connecting the strategic Gwadar Port in Balochistan province of Pakistan on the Arabian Sea, to northern Afghanistan. Then the next step is connecting Afghanistan's highways and railways to Iran, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan, thus reaching the Middle East and Eurasia's markets with over 860 million population. Unlike the United States and its European allies that assist the foreign countries and help them to develop independently, China pursues a debt creation politics. This means that China will invest in Afghanistan and build its infrastructure, then will bring it under the debt that is greater than Afghanistan's GDP. China will highly likely sell its ideas and plans to the Afghan government by stating that it has the money to invest in Afghanistan, and is willing to develop and rebuild the war-ravaged country. The Afghanistan that is in much need of infrastructure development might highly likely accept China's offer. Since the invasion of Afghanistan, the United States has spent billions of dollars in rebuilding Afghanistan and providing aid to its military and security forces. When the U.S. and coalition troops arrived in Afghanistan, the country was a failed state. It had no government and no political system. The United States and coalition forces together helped to rebuild the country from the ground up. From the moment the U.S. and coalition troops have entered Afghanistan, they have experienced heavy casualties and constant insurgencies. The U.S. and its allies have experienced all this while helping the Afghan people to gradually become independent, rebuild their country and eventually be able to manage the security of their own country. The absence of U.S. troops in Afghanistan will create a power vacuum and compromise the security of the country. The Afghan government knows this. Also, the Iranian regime has a significant influence in Kabul. The Iranian regime sponsors and supports the Taliban and pulls strings in Afghanistan. All this, including the desire of China to have a say in infrastructure building and security of Afghanistan, have made the Afghan government look toward Beijing for help. China's economic, industrial and security penetration in Afghanistan would strengthen its position in Central Asia. The China, Pakistan and Afghanistan Pact would pose a threat to the United States' interests in the region. In particular, it will challenge the years of investment and presence of the U.S. in the region. The more China controls the strategic ports, highways and railways in the region, the more geostrategic threat it presents in this volatile region to the U.S. interests.